So is this what you talk about how your family taught you the difference between an absolute life and a
Yeah.
relative life,
Yeah.
right? In the book, right?
Exactly. My dad is amazing. He, like his father, has a great way with words. And when I was very young, I remember we were talking in the car. He was driving us to school. And, our drive from our house to my school, we would pass all of these big mansions, huge sprawling homes. And I remember we were in the car and one of us, me or my brothers or somebody, would have said something about this house that we had just passed. And my dad, out of nowhere, I don't know how it just came to him in the moment. He's like, Rupal, it's really important to live an absolute life instead of a relative life. So instead of constantly comparing yourself to this person has this much, or this person has this thing, or they live in this area, or they have this salary, or they have this title, you'll always be worse than somebody. Always. Even at the very, very top, right? There's always going to be someone richer, smarter, more beautiful, more successful, more everything than you. So live an absolute life. And again, it goes back to this idea of what do you care about? I don't care about big houses, right? But it was one of those things that I had internalized even as a child. Oh, well, you have to have a big house because that shows you make money. And if you make money, that means you're successful. And if you're successful, people will respect you and all of that stuff. But I, as an individual, didn't actually care about that stuff. Even now, I don't care, right? And so again, it goes back to what do you care about? What are your values? What are the things that you want to be? What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of leader do you want to be? What are the kinds of things you want to do with your life? For some people, earning money is that thing, and that's fine. Again, no value judgment. If all you want to do is be really, really rich, go do that as long as you're not hurting people and being horrible along the way. But if you don't want to do that, if there are other things, then you have that choice. And also, what do you want to have? It's okay to want to have things, right? We all need to live somewhere. We all need to get around from A to B. We all need some things, but you might not want the big mansion or the fancy car or the mega salary, and the things that you actually care about are a bit more modest. So stop getting sucked into that comparisonitis or, saying, oh, well, this person I work with has this thing or they've got this holiday home, all of those things that we get wrapped up in, and start really focusing on what you care about. For me, I care about financial freedom and independence. So, getting lots of expensive things is actually not in alignment with that. So I'm happy with that, right? I have a big enough home that fits me and my family. I have a car that does the job. And for me, where I want to splurge is on traveling. I want to take my family around the world. And I would rather have the money and the freedom to do that than any sort of multi-quadrillion dollar home. And that's me. And like I said, no value judgment. Do whatever is important to you. But for me, living an absolute life is what makes me happy. What are my values? What do I want out of this one experience that I will get on earth as who I am right now? What do I care about? And then stop comparing myself to everybody else. Because like I said, there's always going to be so many people who are better, smarter, prettier, more successful, etc. But it doesn't matter because there's only one you.